Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a story that sounds like it's straight out of a movie, but I assure you it's very real. It is a bizarre and almost unbelievable tale from Thailand that has left an entire community in shock. Imagine this, you're at a temple, preparing for a cremation service when suddenly you hear a noise. A faint knock coming from inside the coffin. That's exactly what happened at the Wat Rat Prakhong Pham temple, just outside of Bangkok. The story begins with a 65-year-old woman who had been bedridden for about 2 years. Her health had been declining, and a couple of days ago, her family believed she had passed away. She became unresponsive and appeared to have stopped breathing. Believing the worst, her brother placed her in a coffin. He then embarked on a long 500-kilometer journey, which is over 300 miles from their home province of Phitsanulok to Bangkok. Why such a long journey? Well, it turns out the woman had previously expressed a wish to donate her organs. Her brother was trying to honor that wish. He drove her to a hospital in Bangkok, hoping they would accept the organ donation. However, there was a major hurdle. The hospital couldn't accept the donation because he didn't have an official death certificate. Without that crucial piece of paper, the hospital's hands were tied. It's a strict protocol, and for good reason, as we're about to find out. Feeling dejected and unsure of what to do next, the brother heard about a temple that offered free cremation services. This was the Wat Rat Prakhong Pham temple. So he drove there, hoping to finally lay his sister to rest. He arrived at the temple on a Sunday, but once again, he was met with the same problem. The temple staff also required a death certificate to proceed with the cremation. It's a standard procedure to ensure everything is done legally and ethically. This is where the story takes its incredible turn. The temple's manager, a man named Perat Suthup, was talking to the brother. He was patiently explaining the process of how to obtain a proper death certificate from the authorities. They were standing near the pickup truck that held the coffin. And then in the middle of their conversation they heard it. A faint knock, a soft tapping sound coming from inside the white coffin. At first they were probably confused. Maybe it was just the truck settling or the wind. But the sound came again. Perat Suthup later told reporters, "I was a bit surprised, so I asked them to open the coffin." Imagine the tension in that moment. The brother, the temple staff, all gathered around, not knowing what they would find. They carefully lifted the lid, and what they saw left everyone completely startled. Inside the coffin, the woman they all believed was deceased was moving. She slightly opened her eyes and was weakly tapping on the side of the coffin. Perat recounted, "I saw her opening her eyes slightly and knocking on the side of the coffin. She must have been knocking for quite some time. It's a chilling thought. She had been conscious or at least semi-conscious for who knows how long during that 500-kilometer journey." The temple even posted a video on its Facebook page showing the surreal scene, a woman lying in her coffin in the back of a truck, moving her head and arms while bewildered staff members looked on. The shock quickly turned to action. The temple staff immediately assessed her condition. Realizing she was alive, they called for help and sent her to a nearby hospital for proper medical care. It's a miraculous turn of events. She had gone from being unresponsive and presumed dead to being discovered alive just moments before a potential cremation. The temple's abbot was so moved by the incident that he announced the temple would cover all of her medical expenses. It's a wonderful gesture of compassion after such a shocking discovery. This story raises so many questions. How was she mistakenly declared dead? It seems to be a case of what's known as a Lazarus syndrome or autoresuscitation, where a person spontaneously shows signs of life after failed resuscitation attempts. Or perhaps her vital signs were just so faint that they were undetectable to her family. Whatever the medical explanation, it is a stark reminder of the fine line between life and death and the importance of official medical confirmation. Her brother's journey was driven by love and a desire to honor his sister's final wishes. He went to great lengths, driving hundreds of kilometers, only to be stopped by bureaucracy. But in this case, that red tape, that need for a death certificate, was what ultimately saved her life. If the hospital or the temple had not insisted on that document, the story would have had a tragically different ending. It's an incredible coincidence, or perhaps a miracle. The woman is now receiving the medical attention she needs, thanks to the quick-thinking temple staff and the generosity of the abbot. Her story has gone viral, a modern-day tale of being saved from the brink. It's a powerful reminder to always hold on to hope, even in the darkest of moments. What do you guys think about this unbelievable story? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It is just one of those things that reminds you that reality can truly be stranger than fiction. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories from around the world. We'll see you in the next video.